Good morning. It's Wednesday, November 12th. I had to restart this video like 3 times because I kept saying October. November 12th. Flying by. Decent recovery yesterday. We had 61 on Monday. More than doubled that to 146 yesterday. We're off to 38 today. And I don't know if it was a full moon. I don't think it was, but the Dolt army has gathered the masses and ready to attack. Just dumb people. As I pull orders, had had a lot of airplane car. I mean, that's all airplane cards. It's weird that there are some days I only sell like 1 or 2 airplane cards, and then like the next day I'll sell 12 or 20 or something like that. But yesterday, postal holiday, November 11th, postal holiday, post office is closed, so no mail service. And I got a guy open. I had 3 INARs, item not received cases, opened yesterday, and the tracking is in its eBay standard envelope, in which I fully explain the issues with eBay standard envelope in my listing, and it was marked delivered. And the dude lives, I don't know, some town in Illinois, but it was marked delivered yesterday, not to the town he lived in, but probably where his sorting center is located. And it was marked delivered yesterday, which is a postal holiday. So he ordered 2 cards, and both were opened as item not received. And his message was, did not receive, resend them. And low feedback, dude. Low feedback. And so I had to write him a message as like, it's my standard. This is a known issue with the eBay standard envelope, that it's marked delivered when you don't actually get it in your mailbox. I said I talk about this. It's such a problem. I talk about it in my listing, and I took a photo or a screen grab of the section in my blurb that says, that it's if it's marked delivered, that really means it was delivered to the sorting center. So I had to explain that to him again, and I said, I attached a copy, but it's also in the listing. You can refer back to the listing. And also, it was marked delivered today to an address or to the town that's not even your town. And the post office is closed today for a postal holiday. So you wouldn't get any mail today. Frickin' dolt. So I said, it'll probably be delivered within the next day or 2. And when it is, please close the INAR. It's marked delivered. So any type of negative, not any type. I guess if he says, the guy was mean to me, well, that's buyer experience, and that probably wouldn't be removed. I don't know. But we'll just have to wait and see. Of course, no, I sent him that in inside the case, and then I also sent him a message, and no response. And then I got another INAR, so 2 INARs from one guy, and one from another person who I shipped it on the 25th. It says delivered on Halloween, and he still hasn't gotten it. So it's 10 days past. It's down, and he messaged, and he's yeah, I guess I sent him a message, and a normal blurb. I just said that I'll get another one in the mail, because again, they cost me, and they were airplane cards. All three were airplane cards. They cost me 2 cents. The mailer is 10 cents, or 11 cents. The sleeve is a penny. So, and then I already, since I keep all my shipping labels, it only cost me 12 cents out of pocket, or 13 cents or something like that. Not much. So this guy I bought a whole bunch. And I was like, I was going to go off on him a little bit, and I did. And I said, okay, I'll just get, because it's 2 weeks past. I said, I'll get a replacement in the mail. And, but I also told him, I was like, well, let me back up a little bit. And he said that he blamed it on the Memphis processing center, which, again, that's not my fault, and it's marked delivered. If I wanted to be a dick, I could say, nope, hey, it's marked delivered. That's not my problem. But he's a repeat customer, and same guy? Yeah, same guy. So after we were talking back and forth a little bit, and I was like, hey, just so you know, when you open an item not received, when you go through eBay and says problem with my order and I haven't received my item, I said that opens an item not received case against the seller, and just message in the future. Maybe just message the seller and say, hey, I didn't get this yet. And I said, by opening the item not received case and it's marked delivered, I don't have to do anything. Really, I don't. On eBay, it's been marked delivered. I'm trying to count these. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, same guy. There's 5, 6, 7, 8. I should do it in accounts voice. 9, 10. So, and I said, since I don't have to do anything, any feedback you would happen to leave, I could have eBay remove it, and I'm sure you'd get your money back through eBay, but I don't have to. So, and no response from him. I'll just get the replacement in the mail. What's going on here? Probably too many. That's gonna be tight. Let me see. He got 10 at $4, 10 at $3. So I'll ship that one. I'll eat the first class. That's just a little bit too thick for eBay standard envelope. It'd probably come in on weight. I think weight would be fine, but it's just a little bit too thick, I think. I mean, it wouldn't meet the. It's not over 1/4 of an inch. Maybe I'll take a chance. It's under 2 ounces. It's pushing the limit. Yeah, you probably shouldn't ship that many out in one envelope, but I'll decide here when I pack it up if I'm going to go eBay standard envelope with that or eat the $4 for shipping. I don't know. Because if I lose it, if this gets lost with eBay standard envelope, I'm out. I'd be out, what is that, 25 cents, 30 cents to save whatever Ground Advantage would be, $4, $5. So anyway. And then I had another, what am I looking for? AC 28. I had another guy, we may see it on here, sent a message on the order, please combine shipping, caps, and it's free shipping. Like, yeah, of course I'm going to combine shipping. I'm not, free plus free, I don't know, last time I checked equals free, So no out of pocket. It's only going to get worse. The closer we get to Christmas, it happens every year. And of course, I know I'm just being hypersensitive, but just read. And I don't think I can do it. So I also added, I don't know. Let me see if I can do something. So I couldn't see this from my own. I had to log into another account. But under when you contact seller, and not that anybody's even going to do this or even look this far. If you contact the seller, these pre-filled FAQs show up. I don't think you can change any of this. This is populated from the item itself, but shipping, returns, details, but you can add others. So I went through, and if they're not gonna see, in most of my listings, I have a third picture that describes it. In every listing, I have a blurb that describes the shipping, the issue. But you can go into, I think it was in Seller Hub, site preferences, communication with buyers, and then you can toggle on this question thing. You can toggle that on, or you can add your own. Again, no one's going to look at this, so it's probably brutal. Is that right word? Anyway, my item was marked delivered, but it wasn't in my mailbox, and I, say what the delivered means, and my shipping methods. That you have the free shipping, you have that has limited tracking. It's set in pretty much everything that's on my blurb 2 times in a listing. Ground advantage you have to pay for. Priority you have to pay for. I ship Monday through Friday and rarely on Saturday. If you buy an item after 10 a.m. on Friday, the card will ship out on Monday. I also don't ship on postal holidays. Where is my item? Check the tracking number in eBay. 99.5% of my items will have some sort of tracking. eBay standard envelope tracking is not that good, but it lets you know that I at least shipped the item. Ground advantage and priority both have door-to-door tracking. The USPS always has delays. Please be patient. In 28 years, I should probably change that to years. In 28 years, I have never not shipped an item. So they're not going to read it, but if I ever get a negative or a neutral, then I could. It's listed. It's a picture. It's in the listing. I have FAQs. So it's preventative. I'm trying to fight it's like an arms race. You build up the arms so you don't have to fight the dolt army. It's all for nothing. Just use some critical thinking, That's what we're lacking. Critical thinking. Anyway, I'll stop there. So I think I mentioned that I am going through my cherry-picked cards that I've acquired over the years from postcard shows, from auction lots, from eBay winnings, from antique malls, from my guy Dave, and stuff like that. When I get new stuff in, or when I process lots, and I'm like, okay, I want this card. I want that card pulled out so I can list it. I just put them in a box. I just put them in a box. Sometimes I'll put, I don't remember, was this 89? Sometimes I'll put a little note like purchased from whatever auction house on this date and cost per card, or pulled from antique mall, cost per card, just stuff like that. And so I'm finding cards. I know there's cards I know down here that are probably 10 years old that I have cherry picked and just hadn't listed yet, because I'd much rather, everybody is like me, you'd much rather go sourcing and buy cards than actually list them. So I have 20 some boxes down here, 25, I don't know, maybe 30. And then upstairs, I also have another 25 or 30 boxes of cards that needed to be sorted. And why 20? So I haven't been listing. Why? I have been sorting. And I have 12 boxes so far. Probably, they're not quite full, 500 to 600, because those long white boxes hold 700-800 cards, and most of these are unsleeved. So, but they're not 100% full, so they're probably 600 cards in each. So I have 7,000 cards waiting to be scanned. Again, my hope is to get them all. I mentioned I have tables up there, and they're on the tables. My plan is to have them all sorted, where I can just grab a stack and list, and then as I get new cards in, I have a place to sort those. And I probably have the sorting center. I probably have 3,000 or 4,000 cards in that too that need listed. So many cards. I need to figure that out. I need to figure out if I have, we'll say 50,000 cards. Hold on, let's do some math. I just figured out if I have 50,000 cards and it takes me 25, if I can process or list 25 cards in an hour, because I have to do some comping and research on these cards, that comes out to 1,666 hours. And if I worked at it 8 hours a day, it would take me 208 days to list what I got. Years and years still listing. So I just, man, there's some nice cards in there too. That's a cool card. I have 596 of these things, and probably more, but it's just a cool card. Bremf Airways, the old vehicle. Yeah, just a cool card. So today I will probably continue with, what's this guy have? So I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 5 cards. I'll continue. I need to run out, and I need to continue sorting, and I need to probably grab some and start listing. Oh, here it is. Combined shipping. Okay. Calm down there, Eduardo. I'll combine your free shipping. Sold. One left. I'm not gonna pack it up like yesterday. So let me see if I remember. You squeeze. Bastard. Yeah, squeeze and pull from one side. Hey, that's worth the price of admission right there. Unless everybody knew that and I'm the dolt. Price of admission reminds me, I do have a membership side here. If you're first time watcher, $4.99 a month. Cancel anytime you want. I probably have, I don't know, videos, probably 75. I haven't checked how many membership videos I have. Annoying sound. Have I mentioned how that just fits perfectly? I'll save you the tape. Oh, sold a sewing machine. Postcard. Hopefully, I'll have to see if I mentioned in this that, hey, it's a postcard. Probably didn't. It's a postcard and not a sewing machine. I took great pictures if, let's see. No, just say that it's an original postcard. Hey, I got a postcard. And not a sewing machine. I expected you to ship a sewing machine for, what, $8? With free shipping. I did do it on the typewriters. I did put that this is a postcard and not a actual typewriter. But I didn't do it on the sewing machine. It's what, $10. What do you mean I didn't get I didn't get... What is this? Oh boy, I'm cynical, aren't I? T30. Negative. I received a postcard and not a actual sewing machine. Worst eBay seller ever. My life is ruined. I'd like to have faith in my fellow man, but it is a difficult thing to do sometimes. And I mean, I'm guilty of stupidity too. Probably more than my share. But if I do something stupid, I admit it. I don't double down on it, but 23 minutes to learn that I am a dummy. Uh-oh. AY. Is this? It's either here or it's, no, I wouldn't have a whole bunch. It's gotta be here. Yeah. Airplane card. There it is, right there. So we'll do a quick refresh. I don't know what I was gonna say. That's about it. We'll do a quick refresh. Make sure there's no other orders that came in. Nope, no more orders. Okay. If you made it this far, thank you. If you feel like it, thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. That's something I'm telling you what to do. So that's it. $180 worth of orders, and I dropped off the standard envelopes yesterday. I was already heading out. I was like, I'll just drop them off. So that's it. Thank you. Have a great day. We'll see you for more ramblings tomorrow, and arm yourself against the Dolt army.